I did my research project on reading fluency as well. So, what is fluency? Reading fluency refers to the ability of readers to read quickly, effortlessly, and efficiently with good, meaningful expression. And according to the National Reading Panel, fluency is one of the 5 components of reading instruction, um, along with phonemic awareness, alphabetic principle, vocabulary, and comprehension. And some characteristics of reading fluency include accuracy, which is the ability to decode text, rate, which is time it takes for students to automatically decode words, and prosody, which is appropriate phrasing and expression. I did a lot of research, and some of the research findings were that studies have shown much of children's fluency should be developed by the 3rd grade, although they continue to develop certain aspects of fluent reading after this point. But the main fluency should be developed by the 3rd grade. Also, the NAEP recently reported that 45% of all 4th graders tested in the U.S. are not fluent readers, which is definitely a problem, which means we really need to work on fluency in the classroom and outside of the classroom as well. Reading fluency is best achieved through oral reading, and I kept coming across that time and time again. Now, some of the benefits of oral reading are that students respond well to strategies employed and make solid gains in reading achievement. Oral reading makes an enjoyable experience for students. Listening to expressive and meaningful voice could draw students into the magic of reading. Also, oral reading helps students see reading as emotionally powerful. It also exposes children to multiple genres and helps explore sophisticated words and text structure. Some of the ways to build reading fluency that I kept coming across were modeling good oral fluent reading, repeated readings, promote phrased readings, and that's when words are put together in a phrase instead of single words, and then students repeat the phrases. First, the teacher will read the phrase, then the students will repeat the phrase. Then there's reader's theater, which is a lot of fun. Poetry reads, which I incorporated into my 3-day lesson unit. I also incorporated repeated readings, core reading, echo reading, and use of recorded material. Other ways to building reading fluency include flexible grouping, silent reading, whisper phones, which are either a PVC pipe that students use, they can put to their ear and read quietly, or nowadays they have an actual prototype of a phone which amplifies the students' voices, but it's basically the same thing. And also, reading fluency provides oral support for readers through choral reading, paired reading, using recorded material, and echo reading. And I also learned through the research that students actively engaged are less apprehensive about making mistakes because they are not standing alone. And so they're more comfortable when they are choral reading, when they're doing paired reading, echo reading, or using recorded material. Some of the drawbacks of non-fluent reading are that students are not automatic in their word recognition. They expend a lot of mental energy on figuring out pronunciation of unknown words. They have poor comprehension, and they have a lack of speed and expression while they're reading. Some of the benefits of fluent reading are that students can read words accurately and effortlessly. Students recognize words and phrases instantly. They expend little cognitive energy in decoding words. And they read with proper rate, expression, and intonation. Some additional information that I thought was interesting is that instructional text used for fluent reading should follow the Goldilocks principle, and that is they shouldn't be like the fairy tale Goldilocks. They shouldn't be too easy or too difficult, but just right. And sometimes that's a little hard to find the just right text, but to be more successful, the Goldilocks principle should apply. Also, when students read orally, they encounter and express words in more than one sensory mode. They see, pronounce, and hear the words in the process, creating a representation of words with their own movements. In addition, the inclusion of multiple sensory modalities during oral reading make the words more memorable and more deeply etched into memory. And Lisa Blau, when she was talking about fluency, put it nicely. So I thought she described reading fluency and how important it was quite nicely. And she says, without fluency, the world of imagination, humor, and drama contained in the finest books is no more than tangled words. And that's the end of it, and there's just the sources. So thanks, and that's what I discovered about reading fluency.